I'm a big fan of local whiskey. I like supporting local distillers in the same province where I live, and distillers in the same town where I live, and up the road a little ways. This one here is the Stillhead Canadian whiskey. It's aged in new oak, it says on there. And it says on the bottom B word. I don't know what that means, but it says that it is bottle number 241 out of 1100. It also says distilled in small batches. So 1100, that's a small batch, I guess. And this is bottle number 241. It's got some writing on the back, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. I'm going to pour it and let it open. And I'll read what it says on the bottle there. This stuff comes from a town called Duncan, which is about an hour's drive up the road from here. So you take the Trans-Canada from Victoria, and the Trans-Canada is just over there. And you just go up the Trans-Canada highway for about an hour, and you end up in Duncan where this stuff is made. So I'd call that relatively local. I call a composite cork. Okay. I call Shelter Point kind of local too, but that's about what, 2.5 hours up the road, maybe 3 hours, something like that. Well, Duncan is 1/3 of the way to Shelter Point. Okay, that's enough. I got a full glass of water this time. All right. So what does it say on here? Stillhead Distillery Inc. Small batch whiskey. Our family-owned and operated craft distillery is located on Vancouver Island, where we ferment and distill batch spirits by hand using only fruits and grains grown in British Columbia, Canada. Okay. Our whiskeys are made from scratch at our distillery in the Cowichan Valley, using only the finest BC grains and malts. Each release is distinct, carefully selected, and bottled after at least 3 years of aging, using a variety of grains and types of barrels. We strive to provide a unique expression with every release. Enjoy this whiskey release. Okay, it says heedfully crafted in the Cowichan Valley, stillhead.ca, at Stillhead Distillery, and at From Copper to Glass, distilled and bottled in Canada, and they have an address on here, and it says please recycle. On the front, Stillhead Distillery Inc. Canadian Whiskey B word. I guess B word is this release. And if I was to get another Stillhead from another batch, it would be totally different. Okay. Oh. That is strange. My first whiff of this reminded me, it took me back more than 50 years. It took me back to about 1968 or 69. My father had a juicer. It was a food processor thing, and you put things in it. You put carrots and fruits and vegetables and stuff in it, and you turned it on, and out this spout would come juice, fruit juice or vegetable juice, whatever you put in there. And the first whiff I got of this reminded me of a carrot juice that my dad used to make with that juicer back in the late 60s. In fact, I smell it again. I smell carrots. Yeah, carrots. And this is, 46% alcohol by volume. 46. That's fairly strong. Smells just like carrots. But really what it is a combination of the new oak and the grains that they used. It doesn't say what grains they used. A little bit of malted barley for sure. Did they use corn? I don't know. Did they use wheat? I don't know. Did they use rye? I don't know. Because I'm getting so much of the wood influence that from the new oak. I mean, it's quite dark. And look at the legs on that. Look at the legs. Oh, wow. Try that again. Whoa. Yeah, they come down. The legs. Nice. If I break down the scent of carrot and pull it apart and say some of it is grain, some of it is from the new oak, I can get a bit of door planings in there. At least it has enough alcohol content to release different scents on the nose. I can at least smell this one. Before this, I had 40% alcohol. 2 bottles of Chivas, and I wasn't getting much on the nose at all because they were at 40%. The alcohol wasn't volatile enough, and it wasn't really bringing me the sense. But here, yes, new oak and some grains, which combine to give me carrots. Carrot juice. All right. I think it might be time to taste it, seeing as I've done this nosing for almost 10 minutes. Ah, nice fresh water. Okay. The new oak is intense and spicy. It's spicy. And I'm sure the spice comes from the new oak. I'm getting door planings, definitely. Pencil shavings. Oh, excuse me. That kind of thing. And it's just leaving my mouth tingling. This coats the mouth very well. It coats it in a layer of oak. Second sip. Spicy new oak again. Spicy, spicy, spicy. Coats the mouth all over inside. Just spicy. Wow. If you like spicy virgin oak maturation, this is for you. If you're not that big a fan, like me, you'd wish it was a little less spicy. Spicy's okay as long as it's balanced with, things like caramel and vanilla and fruitiness. This here is just mostly spicy. And very woody. Very woody on the nose. And woody on the palate. Very woody. What kind of wood is it? I'm guessing it's American oak. Or some variant of Quercus alba. So it could have been Canadian new oak, for all I know. Oh, wow. I got the yawns now. Feels like it's time to take a nap almost. I think this, even though it's quite young, for my palate, it's over oaked. Too much oak. So much oak that I'm not getting much else. Well, cheers.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.
I believe I may have forgotten last night to tell you how much this one cost. $79.99. So If you take that, that's $8 in liquor tax and $4 in goods and services tax, so 12 plus 10-cent bottle deposit plus $79.99, grand total of $92.09. That's way too much money for what I'm getting in this bottle.